The winter event is here, and while queuing up, I noticed something very interesting. Every event offering comes with an extra chest spawning on the map. With every game having 3 chests by default, combined with up to 5 event offerings, you're likely to have up to 8 chests in some games. Enter Human Greed. Human Greed gives you ore reading of every survivor who enters within 8 meters of an unopened chest. Unless you're on a very large map, 8 meters covers quite a large amount of the ground, so Human Greed will give you an almost constant ore reading on survivors unless they start opening those chests. Now, if you've seen my previous video on Human Greed, you know just how underrated this perk is. While chest spawns can be very random, you always have a chest in the basement of the shack, and you often have chests around strong loops or near main buildings, which are the areas that you want the ore reading the most. To supplement this perk, for our game we'll be using Hoarder. Hoarder covers some of the weaknesses of Human Greed, as you'll get a loud noise notification every time a chest is opened or an item is picked up. These notifications are very easy to see, and you know exactly what chest you'll have to reclose. If survivors open the chests, we know where they are, and if they don't, we still know. You win both ways. In addition to that, Hoarder adds another 2 chests to the map, bringing us up to a likely max of 10 per game. While these 2 perks together give great info, you're going to need more than that to win. Rapid Brutality is our choice of chase perk, giving us a speed burst after hitting a survivor. Follow-up hits are the bread and butter of playing killer, especially when survivors are so likely to take hits for each other. Having this extra speed is often the difference between winning and losing. Our final perk is Dead Man's Switch. After hooking a survivor, Dead Man's Switch will block the first generator that a survivor stops repairing. Because you'll always get the full 50 seconds of time blocking that generator, DMS is arguably the best perk right now for killers who want to slow down the game, assuming of course you're playing one that can properly take advantage of it. The killer for this holiday season will of course be the snowman Dredge. The Dredge can drop a remnant down behind him, and teleport back to it as long as he's holding his power. Great for cutting off loops, the Dredge can also teleport to any locker on the map with a short cooldown, giving him great mobility to properly take advantage of both the info from Human Greed and the precise blocking of Dead Man's Switch. For our add-ons, we're using the Mouthinger's Skull and the Automarian Writing. Occasionally during a match, you'll enter Nightfall, where your power cooldown is much shorter, and survivors get a dark screen which makes it hard for them to see. And the Mouthinger's Skull will make this happen much more frequently if you can keep those survivors injured, while the Writing will let you teleport quicker outside of Nightfall. Neither add-on is mandatory, but they both help out a lot. And one more thing, just remember when you play, holiday events like this are meant to be fun and played much less sweaty than your standard game. So don't be afraid to goof around a bit with survivors and just have fun with it. And on that note, let's get to the gameplay. Okay, Mother's Dwelling, of course. This combo kind of works on the smaller maps the best, and this is one of the biggest maps of the game. But luckily we already know where the survivors are, we see 2 of them at least. Let's head over here. Man, these jerks touching my chests. What do they think they're doing? What are you doing? Get out of here. Oh, that's my chest. No. We're playing the game, we're not goofing off. Get out of here. That's right, start running. Okay, so we got Check over here. This Yuichi is pretty good. He read the check spot there. I'm going to drop my remnant down, see how he's going to handle this. You know what, let me try a big brain play here. Hold on. Nah, I was farther away than I expected to be. I thought I'd drop that remnant a little bit closer towards the center, but he's still in a pretty bad spot here. Not a lot he can do. Put him with a couple of snowballs, and I will auto aim against the wall. Okay, well that sucks, because now he's going to make it to this pallet. You know, I should mention before I forget, there were only 2 event offerings, including my own, so we got a big map and not many offerings, so this is not the best case scenario for us. Ooh, we get some Human Greed value right here. Actually, that came in super clutch. I also see that once again he failed to vault that window there, so I'm going to keep that in mind because Yoichi is a big window fake vaulter. Let's put him up. Let's look around the map. I didn't notice any other human greed triggers. Get out of here. So they're not exactly opening these chests. Let's see. Where did they go? See some scratch marks. I think he just fell off and ran this way. Unfortunately, on this map, we've got some pretty bad locker spawns. So we're not going to have great teleports, I'm thinking. Yeah, there's like nowhere to teleport to. Luckily, she's got nowhere to go either, so she goes down quickly. But yeah, that's my biggest complaint about Dredge. You know, he's a killer that I love, but the locker spawns are just so inconsistent in this game. It's just kind of painful for me to play it very often. Now we do find this Leon here, right by this locker. He has sprint burst, so he got some good distance here. I think I should be able to get a hit in here. Just barely. Fortunately, I still don't have any snowballs to throw. Oh, and I was not trying to go this one. We do see him thanks to that chest up there in the main building. Let's see. Yeah, he's got some good distance. Let me see if I can get him here. And just barely got him there. DMS had triggered and just came off cooldown. So we can get another trigger event, which is good because they've already got 2 gens done. DMS just triggered there immediately, so they were probably trying to like pre-let go and mess up the timing. Let's see. That gen. Nobody here either. Let's head back towards the center. We see the blocked one here on just dead center. And this gen is like no progress, so that's good. Ooh, she hesitates there to drop it, so we get a nice hit in. Even after breaking it, we still have a couple seconds left to Rapid Brutality, so we can catch up to her. Fortunately, I don't think I can use any of these lockers. Let's see if I can fake her out here. Okay, she held at the right spot, but I still got enough distance here. Ooh, and she did see the teleport coming. I should be able to get her here right before the pallet. Oh wait, she's holding the most obvious dead heart. Yeah, you're not fooling anybody with that. You see a survivor, and they're just running away from you and just staring at you the whole time? They're holding dead heart. 99 times out of 100. See, I said it when they recently, I guess not super recently, but nerfed dead heart. Make it so you have to get hooked once before you get that protection hit. But I knew survivors were going to be right back on that perk as soon as they realized like how strong it still is. Hold on. Gotcha. And never camp pallets. It doesn't work. It's a bad call. But yeah, I mean, Dead Heart is still a very strong perk. Not being able to use it during that first chase is a big deal, but the perk is still like one of the best survivor perks in the game. So I'm not surprised to see it on multiple survivors in almost every game now. I just saw Nora there for a second, right after I teleported, but I still have some pressure on this Yoichi here. Gotta remember this guy is good, and he fakes his vaults even right then. I don't know why you want to take that vault there. Doesn't look like he has Dead Heart, though. Let's put him up quickly. We are down to 1 gen already. This game is going fast for a holiday event. Usually I like to go for 8 hooks, especially during the holiday events, but we might have to go for a kill if we want this game not to end right away. Let's see. I got a gut feeling someone would be around here, but let's just keep moving. Yeah, perfect. Oh, this gen was almost done too. Some great dead man switch value, and you are in a bad spot, Miss Deadheart. Come on, use it. There you go. I always like to fake an animation or use my power for a second, just to trick them thinking I'm about to swing. It tends to work, and thankfully she is dead too. And I just saw someone there come out of a locker. Yeah. I guess they were locking the locker. And we can see her aura with human greed. I'll tell you, this is a really underrated perk. Ooh, you're in a bad spot. It's not super consistent, and consistency is probably the #1 thing you want on perks, so I'm not going to recommend you use it in every game, but it is a lot of fun, especially on smaller maps. That was your first hook. I thought it was. And he's going to hear that. Ooh, just in time to block. Dead man switch again. I would have preferred to block that Bastion. It had so much progress on it, but I'll take what I can get right now. I should be able to get him here. Let's see where he's running off to. Hopefully there's a locker, and there's not really. I don't think he's going to move in the shack here. I'm kind of telegraphing this kind of hard. Where are you going? Okay, you are going to the shack. You're going around shack. You look like you're holding a dead hard. Ooh, I see a flashlight off to my right here. Fake the pickup. Get a hit in. And we're in Nightfall right now, which is why I think he was out of position there. I think he was going to save me. Yeah, and that crouching by the Luno trick isn't going to work against me. Okay, basement's right here. Sable was on her first hook, which means you two are both on death hook. Oh yeah, can't teleport up there. Ooh, and human greed once again, showing where he's crawling off to. I'm actually surprised that last gen hasn't popped yet. I assume that Sable is going right on it, but let's put him up and take a look around. I think I saw scratch marks there off to my left. Is that scratch marks? That might have just been, no. I think that was just the holiday decorations. Unless she's hiding around here. I thought I saw something. I guess I would see her aura too if that chest is there. Think she's hiding in here? High five. What do you think? Is this the Sable? Okay, now if I was a hatch, where would I be? I am looking around here, looking for an aura to be revealed. Well, here's hatch. Now, the fact that I haven't seen her aura from Human Greed, and I haven't seen her, makes me think that she's probably hiding by one of these exit gates, letting me get the hatch. And unfortunately, there's no lockers by either one of these exit gates. Hashtag Dredge problems. Oh, yep, and I hear her on it. Yeah, she's out. Well, adios, Sable. Yeah, kind of a fun game there. The event's fun, and I always love a good excuse to use a little human greed. Let's look at the perks here. And just the one dead heart. So, fun game. Human Greed is the perfect perk to see what those naughty survivors are up to this holiday season. And if you really want to be a Grinch, you could always add Dominance in to make sure that they don't get to touch any of your toys. But do be aware that spending 3 perks on info alone will definitely make your games a little bit tougher. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because next week we'll have a revisitation of one of my favorite builds on the perfect killer to celebrate Christmas with. And as always, thank you for watching.